Genghis Khan once unified the tribes of the Russian steppes into a cohesive whole with one simple example. He gathered the leaders of each of the tribes into a meeting that would change the world as they knew it forever. During the meeting, he took a single arrow and held it up for all to see. Then he broke the arrow, and in doing so he said, "Alone we are weak and fragile. Even the slightest pressure can break us easily." Then he took in his hands a bundle of 10 arrows and held them up. "But when we gather together and stand side by side, each supporting the other, we are very strong and hard to break." He then applied all his strength to the bundle of arrows, and not one broke, no matter how hard he tried. This channel is dedicated to teaching people how to stay safe. Safe in combat, safe on the streets, and safe in life. The example Genghis Khan used was to illustrate strength and safety in numbers. Building on this premise, he and his unified peoples created an empire that encompassed most of the known world in the Middle East and parts of Europe. When we look around today, though, we see people on the streets of the same country we live in. We see residents and citizens of our own town, city, state, country, continent, and planet belittling each other, beating each other down, and walking on the backs of the fallen just so we can get a little more ahead in life. We try to take from our neighbors, benefit from their loss, and congratulate ourselves on our achievements, all the while being proud that we have defeated someone else. We have become a world of individual arrows. You need only to watch the news to know this is true. Russia attacks the Ukraine. American leaders are proposing segregation from other countries and not allowing people to freely cross borders, even though free travel and trade would help both countries. People on the streets are being ridiculed, beaten down, or worse because of a personal condition that is not only not their choice, but no one else's business. The general public of nations all over the world are being harassed and held accountable for the decisions of governmental leaders they have no access to or association with just because they were born in the same country. But look around at the people you pass on the street, the people you share residence within the same city, county, state, and country all share the same thing that binds us all together. We all live on the same planet. Each person on this planet and everything they do affects everyone else up to and including ourselves. By holding to closed-minded thinking, prejudice, and hatred, we are denying ourselves the benefits, skills, abilities, and strengths of all of those we scorn. Sure, by beating someone else down with thoughts, words, or deeds, we may feel temporarily superior to those around us. But what happens when we need help? How many of those who we have belittled, scorned, and beaten down will come rushing to our aid when we need it? Even if they were still willing, how many of the people we have whittled down to nothing will have anything to offer when we run on lean times? And I'm not just talking about material wealth or resources. I'm talking about emotional support, a kind word, or a smile. These things cost nothing but the acknowledgement that someone else has value just by the virtue that they are there. It's capitalizing on the differences of others that make us strong, not the destruction of others because they are different. Think of a well-balanced meal sitting in front of you. If you only ate the meat or only ate the bread simply because of preference, your body would not get all of the nutrients it needs. People are no different in this regard. Each person on the planet has something unique and valuable to offer the world in his or her own way. By denying ourselves access to these skills and strengths, by treating someone poorly and only seeing the value of others like us or with the same beliefs, we are denying ourselves the values those people hold and only allow ourselves access to people with the same resources we have already. This is not only an unforgivable way to live, it ensures the eventual mutual destruction of everyone on Earth. It may be an extreme way to think about it, but to only associate with, give to, or even help those with similarities in religion, social status, gender alignment, or any of the other labels we have conveniently adopted to highlight our differences is the same as social incest. Even the leaders in the 15th and 16th centuries recognized that this will lead to eventual corruption, disease, and destruction of the very thing they were trying to preserve. No, This doesn't mean we all have to live in peace and harmony, handing out flowers and hugging trees. No, everyone is not going to get along or see things with the same perspective as everyone else. It does mean that those who understand the value of others and extend a little courtesy, tolerance, and empathy to their fellow humans will live a happier, more fulfilled life than those who don't. And who knows, maybe one day when you need it most, someone you were nice to just because you recognize their value will be in the position and be willing to help you. Just a little something to think about when you see something or someone different from you. When your behavior might help that person decide whether he or she will reach down to help you up or kick you while you are down, are you prepared to take that chance? So, give yourself a greater chance at survival, safety, and success simply by finding value in the next person you encounter. Speaking of which, if you are willing, we could use your help in spreading the message of safety and mutual survival by simply liking and maybe even subscribing to our channel so you are informed when we create more content like this. In terms of self-protection, finding ways of making someone else's day a little bit better will accomplish several things. First, it helps you maintain vigilance and increases your awareness of your environment. Second, it keeps fear of your fellow human beings away by recognizing the value of the person instead of their clothing, jewelry, the quality of their mode of transportation, or any number of other superficial indicators that entice us to cast judgment on others. This increases our confidence in our ability to handle whatever situation we find ourselves in because we will no longer be restricted by our own fears of other people who are just trying to survive in the same world we are living in. Third, by showing kindness, compassion, and empathy for another human being, we stand the chance of making that person our friend. This lessens the possibility that the person will be willing or motivated to attack us. After all, people are not the enemy. Danger is. The person we were kind to just a few minutes before might just prevent us from stumbling into a dangerous situation that we might not have been aware of. Fourth, by being kind to and showing compassion for others, we teach other people how to treat us. We are showing others what we would like to see from them. If they don't return the gesture, that's okay because we know that we were strong enough and confident enough in ourselves to show someone our more positive side even if they were unable to at that time. Finally, helping or being kind to others increases our own sense of self-worth. This lessens stress and increases our physical and mental health for ourselves, preventing yet another danger to us that is just as dangerous to us as someone holding a gun to our forehead or facing down an angry bear. By showing others the more positive side of humanity, maybe, just maybe we can wind up leaving this world in a little bit better position for our children than it was when we came into it. To do otherwise, we are almost guaranteeing that our children will have a harder time in life than we did. I want to take a moment to thank you for watching this video and express my sincere hope that you will join us as we explore other ways to create an acceptable level of safety for ourselves, maintain that safety, and learn to reestablish that condition if we need to take action to do so. Until that time, stay safe, keep practicing, and we will see you next time.